All right, quick sit rep. Just a real quick video, quick update. You guys should have already seen my Dragunov breakdown comparison video a couple of days ago, going over all the changes for the new gun, the RNG crit damage, all of its stats, all that kind of stuff. PUBG has been listening to our feedback, and they say, as of today, or as of 7 hours ago, after monitoring community feedback from the test server, we have decided to suspend the release of the Dragunov for update 25.21.1. You can read all about our reasons here. We also encourage you to take our Dragunov and AUG survey here. Excuse me, I have a link to that tweet and the survey down below in the comments. But let's actually take a look at the dev reasons as to why they did what they did. All right, here we go. All right, so again, PUBG tweeted this, like their main channel, EU and the US Twitter channel. And I would definitely encourage you guys to take this survey, number one. I did the survey. It's about 5-10 minutes long. And there's like some really good questions there. Most of the questions are like a checkbox, yes or no. Do you agree with what they did or not? And then there's a little free form space below that to say why you did or didn't agree and to give your ideas and thoughts to the developers. And this is something they're actually, like, it seems like they're going to be looking at it and using it as internal data to make changes to both the Dragunov and the AUG. So if we click on this little link here, we'll go to their actual dev letter. So here is the quick dev blog about the Dragunov and the AUG update. So in patch notes 25.1, they presented the Dragunov with it's an innovative firearm, they're calling it, featuring a unique probabilistic damage system, aka the RNG crit system. They've heard everyone's feedback. Obviously, it was overwhelmingly negative, so they made the decision to suspend the release of the Dragunov. That doesn't mean it's not coming out. That means that they're going to take it back to the workshop, tweak it somehow, we don't know how yet, and then re-release it, hopefully with a very soon upcoming update. We don't want it to be gone for too long. I don't think it needs much, to be honest. Then they have their reasoning behind doing the Dragunov, and they're saying that they're trying to enrich the gameplay variety and add an element of delightful unpredictability. I don't know how they ever thought that would be delightful, but you know, that was their thought. We wholeheartedly recognize that our players are the ones who must adapt to these updates, and that such modifications can substantially alter the core gameplay that we collectively treasure. Furthermore, we acknowledge that the probabilistic damage system, the RNG crit system, introduced by the Dragunov creates variables beyond the player's control, possibly deviating it from the intended gameplay experience. Possibly is an understatement. Of course, it's exactly what it would do, because you cannot determine whether or not you're going up against a one-hit gun or a two-hit gun. That's a very big deal in a game like PUBG. Now, in addition to the Dragunov, they also kind of cheekily slid this in here. On not only that, the comments on the performance of the AUG has been conveyed in their recent dev letter that I covered like a few weeks ago. So they're looking to make some changes to the AUG and the Dragunov. And the survey period is from August 8th to August 15th. Again, I'll link that survey down below. I suggest you go through it, answer it honestly, because it really seems like they're hearing our feedback and they're wanting to hear our feedback on how to make changes to the game going forward. They say here, today we are introducing this proposal as an innovative approach to foster a more engaged relationship with our community. The goal is to move beyond conventional update surveys and to delve deeper into your thoughts and ideas, fostering an exchange that we can translate into tangible improvements within our game. Our initial step will be to gather feedback on specific aspects of gunplay and subsequently announce the results through a more direct communication method and apply these changes to the game. That's really good news. As a player, a part of the PUBG community, we should all want to hear that from the developers. A lot of people might be like, well, yeah, it's been like, yeah, too late, a little too late. Like, I get it, but this is a very good sentiment. And the fact that they pulled it before it went live, that's a big change for PUBG. Historically, they would have left it in the game for an extra month, then maybe made a tweak to it, then maybe nerfed it, then buffed it again. You know, there's all over the place. This, pull it out. Let's make a good change and put it back in. I'm on board with that, and I hope you are too. Anyways, go to the survey. Give your details, your feedback on the Dragunov and the AUG. I'll give you a TLDR on my feedback. The Dragunov, in my opinion, doesn't need anything different to it, with the exception of the RNG crit damage item removed and increase the base damage. That's it. The base damage of the Dragunov should be around 61 to 63, somewhere in that ballpark, and nothing else changes. Then I think that gun's in a really good place. It has a really high damage per bullet, but a lower damage per second than the comparable SLR, for instance, because you can't shoot it as fast. And it's hard to control. It's got a pretty good bit of recoil. The rate of fire is really low. So I think all that is there to balance the gun appropriately, and it doesn't make it this crazy, potentially one-shot capable weapon. So that's what I hope for that gun. For the AUG, honestly, I hope they don't touch the AUG. I really hope, instead of going the path of nerfing the meta guns, they should just buff all of the other guns in whatever areas they need to be buffed to raise the meta pool, if you will. So instead of there being, you know, AUG and barrel up here, and let's nerf one, and then, oh, we got to nerf that one, and like eventually just kind of drag everything down. Like, let's just tackle the guns that are not getting love. Let's bump them up a little bit, either, you know, a couple extra damage per bullet, or maybe you increase the fire rate of like the SCAR. You know, there's many things they could do to balance the other weapons. And by doing that, you no longer have the one OP meta weapon. If many choices make sense to a player, it no longer has to be the one gun they have to choose every time if they want to win. So that's my 2 cents on that. Let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Also, keep a lookout on a future video very, very soon. I just released my Miramar 3.0 guide. I'll link that up above or down below. That's going over everything you need to know about the brand new Miramar, all the POI changes, how it looks, how it compares to the old map, etc. New video coming up is going to be on the Aston Martins. If you don't know, they have the Aston Martin Crafter Pass coming with this update. And a lot of people were saying that the update is pay to win, because the Aston Martin specifically changed the vehicle's hitbox. And they also apparently can negate grenade damage if you're on one side of the vehicle. So I'm doing a lot of testing on that to really see what's what, and to see if it is actually pay to win or not. So keep a lookout for that video, notifications, bell, all that kind of stuff. So let me know what you guys think.